What is up, everyone? It's C-Camp here, and I'm bringing back some NBA 2K12 Association. Looking at the East versus West All-Stars game, the West with Blake Griffin and Kobe Bryant took over 26 and 24 for each of those two, and basically in this game it was a pretty close one. The West did pull it out in the end, and if you look at the fourth quarter points, 46 for the West All-Stars. That is pretty impressive. And looking at the East, they only had 34, but LeBron James had 33, Wade with 21, Howard with 20, Wall with 14, and Carmelo with 10, Rose with 9, Blatch with 7. Lopez actually stepped up with 6 points in 16 minutes. So let's get right down to it here in this 2K12 Association game, Bobcats Mavericks. And that is pretty much going to let it start the game. I have no idea what I was saying there, but Lamar Odom and Dirk Nowitzki are, surprisingly Lamar Odom, not so much Dirk Nowitzki, but they are both MVP candidates in this season. We are 7-15, and we are looking to solidify a spot in the playoffs. It's going to be pretty tough coming up. We have had a pretty rough schedule coming up, as Brook Lopez hitting the nice little fadeaway jump shot, and Jason Kidd here going to find Sean Marion inside to Lamar Odom, kicking it out to Jason Kidd, who will let that go, and that is good. So moving on later in the game, Terrence Williams, wide open, bad release. It does fall after a couple of bounces, making it a 6-5 now. And the Charlotte Bobcats here, Walker going to find Lopez, finds Corey Maggette wide open for the tray. That is going down. So it's now 8-6. Patterson posting up on Lamar Odom. Patterson going to find Lopez, who will throw it down, and the Charlotte Bobcats now have a 10-6 lead. But you know what's going to happen. Dirk Nowitzki got to take off. Nice jump shot from Dirk. It is a 14-8 ball game, and Vince Carter kicking it to Kidd for another triple for Jason Kidd, and it is now 14-11. So now Anthony Morrow here, going to run a play for himself, but it's actually designed for Brook Lopez. But it will be going to Anthony Morrow here, as Morrow going to have some space in the left side that will bounce home. So it is now 16-11. Dirk Nowitzki, crazy fadeaway, and that is good for 3, and that was amazing, just saying. So here's Kemba Walker spotting up for a triple that is not going down. Running the floor are the Mavericks. Sean Marion wide open, and he will dunk it for the lead for the Mavs. And now it is 20-16. Getting a little out of hand, but we got to regain the lead. DJ White with the and one possibility right here. And DJ White going to go to the line with the late release. Doesn't matter, that is going in. So it is now tied at 21. Sean Marion, Vince Carter with the crazy fadeaway, no good. But Brendan Haywood cleaning up the mess will be called for goaltending on Corey. But anyway, White backing down on little Brandon Wright. That's actually Delonte West. But 26-25, and Diop going to make Nowitzki take a tough fadeaway. That is going down as well. And here a nice tip by Terry. Running the floor. Patterson trying to keep up with him, but he's just playing too good of offense right there. So they have a pretty decent, not too bad, only a 5-point lead. But Lopez trying to get the lead back. 31-28. Now it's 34-28 Dallas, and Patrick Patterson with a series of up fakes on the drive. Lopez dunks it in, but that did really not look like it went in. We can't really do a replay. I didn't actually see it at the time, but that didn't look like that it went in, but I guess it did. So Dallas now has a 4-point lead, and running the floor now is Jason Terry, who will spin dunk. The very special move I use with T. Williams and Corey Maggette is all over Corey Maggette right there. So Lamar Odom on the drive, as I said before, MVP candidate, taking it in and one. And if you really don't believe me, leave it in the comments if you really don't believe me, but I will show you next video if you really don't, that Lamar Odom is an MVP candidate along with Dirk, LeBron, Durant, and I believe Kobe. So it's pretty impressive that he's an MVP candidate. Not exactly sure why he is, and Howard isn't actually an MVP candidate in this game either. So here we got Vince Carter making a series of moves, and Dirk Nowitzki, you cannot leave Dirk wide open for 3. And it's now 47-40. Anthony Morrow going to get him back with a triple of his own, rattling inside. And it's 52-47. Carter contested and all, but Brandon Wright believe he's a rookie, grabbing the rebound and an and one. So Brandon Wright, I didn't think he was a good free throw shooter. He just drills that. 55-49 now. At the end of the first half, Jason Kidd going crazy, and it is good. He hits the game there at the end of the buzzer. The Dallas Mavericks have an 8-point lead going into the third quarter. But now it is 51-57. Charlotte trying to make a mini comeback. Maggette in the corner, no good, but Lopez cleaning up the mess. He's got 18 points right now, and Carter having a rough day shooting, I got to admit. He went, like, not to spoil things or anything, but he had a really bad shooting day. And here Terrence Williams will make it a 4-point game. The nice pass from Kemba. And Sean Marion corralling the loose ball with the nice up and under from Sean Marion. It is now 61-55. A little bit of a isolation play for my boy Kemba, and that is going in. And one Kemba Walker getting hype. Let's go. And Kemba Walker at the line, that is going to fall. That didn't look like it was going in, but it eventually fell. And Vince Carter really just having a not so good game, but he would hit this jump shot, which really sparked them. So you will see what I mean later in this game. So Lopez taking inside his boy Brandon Wright. And Lopez getting the bucket to fall. And right now Dallas needs a spark. Why not call Delonte West? Delonte West would go off. We will show you from there. Delonte getting that bucket to go. Delonte with the fadeaway, making it 69-61. Petrus kicking it to West with the easy jump shot, making it a 9-point game. And to seal it off, Delonte West off of a quick screen, handed the face, shot clock winding down West. And we called a timeout. So that was that mini run. And Sean Marion dunking over, I think that was Eduardo Nahara. So yeah, I think it was. So now Sean Marion delivering off of that spark with the and one. Here's that crazy free throw I love to see. It is awesome. So Dallas has a huge lead on us right now, 18 points. But we're going to try to minimize that by the end of this game. But a miss from Kidd. Running the floor is Anthony Morrow. He is a shooter for 3, puts it in. Anthony Morrow hitting the 3. And here's Dirk Nowitzki. Good passing from the 2 MVP candidates, Odom and Nowitzki. So here is a miss by Odom, and running the floor now. And interesting enough that Odom is player of the crazy. Oh goodness gracious, that was a nice shot. Funny enough though that Odom is an MVP that in real life he's actually, I think he left Dallas. I don't know if he left or he just quit, or I'm not sure really what happened, but totally different in the video game. So Jason Terry with the and one as you just saw, but Lopez making something out of nothing with that nice crazy shot. And Odom here with a little bit of space that will not fall. Running the floor is Garrett Temple. He sees an open spot. And Temple, you don't see him much. Temple not getting too much playing time, but he does hit the tray. And Lopez here going to work, making an 11-point game. And right here, pretty much killed us as Carter buries the tray. That was pretty much the dagger. A dagger that is pretty early in the game, but yes, sir, that was the dagger. Dallas would win the game. We will show a couple more highlights, but that's pretty much it. So Dirk hit that crazy Dirk shot, and Kemba taking off, hitting the nice layup that would go in. And Charlotte, 104-88 right now. Quick find to P-Pat, my boy Patrick Patterson, and he will get the bucket to fall. But Terry here trying to get something to go. That's no good. Patterson running the floor, and look at Lopez with 29 points and 9 boards. Nice spin layup for Corey Maggette. And now it is a minute and 14 to go. Good tip by Rodrigue Beaubois, who hasn't been in the game at all. But he does enter the game now. And Jason Terry, too wide open to not miss that shot. That is going down. So with 20 seconds to go, Vince Carter hitting the nice jump shot. And that is pretty much going to wrap it up. 112-95, the final score. As you will see right here. Coming up, we will see the stat line for the Charlotte Bobcats. So we are now 7-15. I mean, we pretty much aren't probably. I don't know if we can still make the playoffs if we have a chance, but Let's check out the box score here. Lopez with 32, Walker with 16, White with 12, surprisingly. Morrow with 10, Williams with 8, Maggette having a quiet night along with Patterson. So checking out the Dallas stat line. Sean Marion, the leading scorer, with 20, Nowitzki with 19, Terry with 16. Carter went a disgusting 5 of 19. And that's pretty much it. So please do come back as we finish this association very soon. So thanks for watching all. More vids will come to you soon. See ya.